recording of my screen, so I hope it's all right with you. You will not be recorded at all. Please don't worry about that. So I'm getting back to my mat, and I would like to first of all invite you to our practice and thank you for joining. It's such a pleasure to see those of you who were away for a while and then coming back, and those of you who come in regularly. Hi, Mariana. Thank you for joining. So again, glad to see you all. Let's sit on our mats. Let's cross the shins if it feels comfortable, or any sitting position, maybe on your heels. It's absolutely fine. If you use your block underneath your pelvis, that's also a very good option. So I would like us to start with rooting. So please drop your pelvis down, feel it's nice and heavy. Imagine you're like a tree having your roots going down into earth. So it's a springtime, and it's very good to imagine yourself as part of the earth, as a big tree with the roots fully grounded. And then if you go with your imagination along your spine up to the crown of the head, imagine that it's a beam of light that may be spiraling, maybe going straight up. So I would like you to feel a column going up, nice and tall, maybe your navel slightly in. So circle your shoulders up, back and down, just to soften them more, to have more ease and space. And your palms might be on the knees, down or up, according to what you feel today. Nice and long spine. Imagine you have an orange under your chin, and you're trying to hold it between your chest and chin. So this big orange in between them. So you very naturally moving your chin slightly in. Your eyes are closed, and just get to your breath. Feel the quality of the breath. Feel the inhalation coming. And with the inhale, you're feeling your energy going down to pelvis. With the exhale, feel the ascending energy flow up. And keep breathing and imagining the energy going from your nose down to the pelvis on the inhale. And when you exhale, it lifts up from your belly, up to your chest, throat, and leaves you. Couple more rounds on your own. Just feel with the eyes closed or slightly open, this energy flow goes up and down. Inhale, it moves down, descends. Exhale, it rises. And one last time at your own pace, make deep inhalation and deep exhale. Let's open the eyes, place our hands in prayer position close to the heart. And I invite you to start the practice with one Om. So you're welcome to chant with me or just listen. I hope my mic will not cut me off. So deep inhalation through the nose. Breathe and feel the energy of the sound spreading along. Nice and peaceful. And then release your hands down. Let's go to our child's pose just for a couple more breaths in it. So you sit on your knees, hips are far away down towards your heels. And when you reach your heels with the pelvis, at this time, start to expand and move your hands forward. So really reach through the fingers forward and release your forehead. Feel the breath again. On the inhale, your energy goes down to your pelvis. On the exhale, it's rising up to your head. So you're feeling through the spine, this energy going up and down and giving you more space between the vertebrae. You're having more space with the breath. So today we're breathing through the spine. And then ground your hands, separate the fingers widely so you really feel the grip of the mat. And I would like you to float your chest very low forward to your all fours. So then separate the knees slightly wider, maybe adjust your hands to have them underneath your shoulders. And let's do several cat. So on the inhalation, you curve your spine, rise your pelvis up, chest lifts. And then with the exhale, press into the hands, round your upper back and send your pelvis back to child's pose. We will keep moving. So with the inhalation, you start your floating forward action through the chest. Keep your spine curved and rise even more in your cow. And then with the exhale, you round in your spine and through cat, you're going back to your hips. Keep moving, deep inhale. Feel this breath coming in and float forward through the chest. Rise your pelvis up, keep your spine curved. And then with the exhalation, rise the navel in, round your upper back and send your pelvis back. One more time. Inhale to float forward, make it real low, and then rise your chest as high as you can, pelvis lifted. And with the exhale, round your upper back, navel draw it in, send the hips back. One more deep inhale in your child's pose, extend through the arms forward, and then keep walking your hands forward, stay on your knees. Now your pelvis is over your knees, hands far away forward. Move your triceps down, feel your triceps rotating down and start to lower your chest to the floor. Puppy pose. Have this nice extension in your spine. Feel the breath. So with each inhalation, you feel in the descending energy go into your pelvis. And when you exhale, feel the reversed energy flow up. Imagine your spinal cord and feel maybe the vertebrae. Imagine that you're having more space now between each of the vertebrae, lengthening your column of the spine. And then slowly rise up through the chest, bring the hands back under the shoulders, and we will awaken our wrists. So I would like you to move your right hand with the fingers facing towards your knees and keep your left hand as it was. And if you do so, start to lean your chest slightly back towards your hips. So you're kind of opening your right wrist, but be very careful with it. You're stretching it after the computer work, after you were writing, maybe it gets more stiff. And now slowly release your right hand and place the bottom of your hand down, fingers towards your left hand. So now it's kind of this action. The other hand is on the side and press into that outer edge of your hand. Press it down. So now you're like having the same grip of the mat, but with the outer edge of your hand. Yes, feeling the wrist awakening, feel the slight pushing down action. Very good. And then slowly release your right wrist. If you need to shake it, please do. Let's do the same on the left side. So first you're rotating your fingers backwards and then starting walking your hips back and then slowly forward. You're moving back and forward, awakening this front wrist, having more length, more spaciousness there. And with the next move, let's place the outer edge of the palm to the floor and fingers facing the right hand. And then keep pressing down. Find the grip with the outer edge of your wrist, of your hand. Press a bit more just to feel maybe releasing your wrist, but don't over press. And then slowly release your left hand, shake it out. Hands slightly more forward. Tuck your toes and let's go up with the hips to our first down facing dog. So in this first down facing dog, I would like you to bend the knees deeply and release your head down. So what you want to have is just your pelvis rising, lengthening your spine. Feel if you press through the palms even more down into your mat, your spine like a one line goes up to your pelvis and rises, stretching up. You also feel maybe the backs of the legs straightening and lengthening. That's very good. If you feel to bicycle your legs, please go for it. So bend one knee at a time, keep your head released, keep breathing and feel your navel goes in towards your spine. Very good. And then I would like you to keep your feet slightly closer, just step a little bit closer to your hands. Maybe your heels more on the floor, maybe knees are still bent. And now release your right hand and try to grab your left outer shin. So it's a kind of twist. Maybe it's a shin, maybe it's a thigh, something. Maybe you're just staying with the hand in the center. You don't need to go far beyond if you don't feel to. One more deep breath in here. With the exhale, slowly release this twist and let's go to the opposite side. First, elongate the spine with two hands grounded. Find your grip. And then with the exhale, your left hand goes all the way to the right side. Now you're twisting all the way towards your right armpit, trying to see the ceiling from over the right armpit. Keep breathing, have these deep breaths in and out. One last breath in. And when you exhale, return your hands down to the floor. Step, jump, or walk towards your hands, your choice. And when you arrive, let's separate the feet a bit wider, as wide as your hips. Stay in your forward fold. Maybe your knees are bent. If you need blocks or bricks, place under your hands and just release your head now. If you can reach the floor, I invite you to place your palms under your feet so that the tips of your toes are reaching the wrists. Press through the balls of the feet down so you move your weight of the body towards the balls of the feet and release your head completely. At the same time, I would like you to think of your shoulders not coming towards the ears, but on the contrary, sliding up towards the pelvis. So shoulder blades lifting up. The backs of your legs are stretching, pelvis rises. The head is completely relaxed. This gravity work helps us to lengthen the spine through the weight of the head. And one more deep breath in here. Feel the gravity pulling you down. Rise through the pelvis. Then with slow exhale, release your palms down. Make your arms heavy and rise up through the whole spine, one vertebra at a time up. Lower back, middle back, upper back. Then your neck and shoulders stuck. And let's do some warm up. Step forward to the front of your mat. Simple sun salutation A. With the inhale, I would like you to rise through the arms, lengthen and lift your chest. Exhale, bow forward. Feel the hinge in your hip crease. Release your hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. Slide the hands to the shins. Exhale, hands down. Step your right foot back, left foot back. Find your plank. Here you're staying for one deep inhalation. With the exhale, let's everyone bend the knees. It's our first chaturanga. Knees down, elbows bent, lower your torso at one line. With the inhalation, untuck the toes and rise through the chest up, cobra. Exhale, bow forward, tuck your toes and rise your pelvis up. Maybe to all fours and then down facing dog or all the way up to your down facing dog. So staying here for 2 breaths. I would like you to gaze at your big toes and try to send your heels all the way down. Even if your knees are very bent, that's absolutely fine. Important is that you have action of your pelvis rising and heels sinking. One more deep breath. Think of your spine nice and long. And then bend both knees, exhale completely. And when you're ready, jump or step towards the front of your mat. Inhale to rise your hands to your shins. Exhale, slide them down, refold. With the inhale, root to rise, nice and tall body, arms over the head. Exhale, hands to your chest. One more time. Inhale, rise, circle the arms up, lengthen gaze to the sky. Exhale, bow to earth, release your hands down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins, heart open. Exhale, root your hands down, step your left foot back, right foot back, feel strength in your arms. Your heels are sliding backwards. With the exhale, full chaturanga or knees down, lower your torso all the way down. With the inhalation, rise your chest through cobra and then stay here. Squeeze your glutes. And now I would like you to gaze to your right shoulder. So move your gaze and head all the way to the right side. Gaze back to see your right foot. And then with the exhale, slowly release your chest down. Inhale, keep your elbows tucked in, rise through the chest, squeeze your glutes more. And now gaze to your left shoulder, back to your left heel. Strong action in your arms, strong glutes. Exhale to slowly release your chest down. Very good job. Tuck your toes, keep pressing into your arms, hands, and rise your pelvis to your down facing dog. So having your down facing dog again, feel how your lower back, how is it now? Maybe something changed, maybe you have more pressure. Just release your pelvis, lift it up. Lengthen through the whole spine, root through your palms, feel the connection. One more deep breath in here. And when you exhale, you bend in both knees, gazing forward and again, trying to lift your pelvis and jump forward or step to the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, fall down, bend the knees, rise your pelvis. With the inhalation, root your feet, rise your hands up and over the hand, lift your gaze. Exhale, hands down to your chest. Let's do sun salutation B. Step forward. Bend the knees, float the arms forward and your hips back to sit on your chair. Exhale, refold, release your head down, nice and tall spine. Inhale, halfway lift, rise, halfway. And then exhale, only right foot back. Stay here. With the inhalation, you're rising both your arms up to the sky, lift your sternum. Gaze up, feel your legs strong, very nice. Maybe step a little back just to have even more space. With the exhale, hands down, root them down. Step your left foot back, find your plank. And then exhale, move forward, bend the elbows, chaturanga or knees to the floor. Inhale, lift through the chest. Untuck your toes, press the tops of the feet down. And exhale, roll over the toes and step back to your down facing dog. Here we don't stay too much. I would like you to move your left shin forward, right shin forward, cross the legs and sit back. And then your legs are rising to Navasana. So lift the shins to parallel with the floor, arms parallel to your shins. Have your core engaged and find the balance on your sitting bones. Amazing. So your core is working. If you feel strong today, maybe you would like to lift and lengthen both legs. Strong you. And if you would like to have your breath of fire here, let's do it. So inhale is natural and then drop in your navel on the exhale. Let's ignite the energy in the core. I know it might be too strong. Few more seconds. And then slowly release your legs halfway down, lower through the lower back only. Keep your shoulders and feet over the floor and extend your arms over your head. So you stay in Ardha Navasana, having your lower back in touch with the floor, legs over the floor, shoulders curled up. Keep it for 2 more breaths. Make legs really strong. And then slowly release legs and arms down. The whole body is on the floor. Bend both knees, hug them into the chest. Very good job, guys. And then rock from side to side. You feel this energy rising in your belly. That's fire. And then cross your shins, grab under your knees and rock back and forward to sitting. When you sit, plant your hands in front of you and find your down facing dog back. Amazing. So now we step in our right foot forward, replacing our right hand, the back ball of the foot grounded, and lift through the arms up. Having high lunge on the other side. Open your chest up, squeeze your glutes, and send the back heel away. With the exhalation, drop the hands down, step back to your plank, sorry. Stay in here. We have an option to lower down and wait in child's pose, or we will make some core exercise. I would like you to touch the left shoulder with the right hand and then return hand down. And then the opposite shoulder and down. So touching it, we again awakening the core. Try to breathe slowly. Try to keep your legs nice and strong. Core is really like a stone. You having it in the middle of your body. It keeps you strong here. 3 more times to go. And 2. Keep breathing. Last time. And if you're ready, drop your knees, bend the elbows, lower down all the way. Place the hands to your hips, palms facing down. And when you're ready, lift your legs, float your arms, shoulders, head up. Keep the strength of the legs, curve your spine. And slowly release down. Let's do one more time. Keep breathing on the floor. And then with the next inhalation, float your chest, legs, and arms up. Stay strong, gaze in front of you, shoulders far away. And then slowly return back to earth. Slide your hands to your chest. Keep pressing into your palms. Find your all fours and then step up to your down facing dog. Let's stay here for 2 long breaths just to have again alignment, have our sacred geometry here. So maybe you feel more length in your spine. Maybe you can lift it even higher up through the pelvis. Just check in. Notice how your legs are, if they are stronger, if they're longer. And then with the exhale, bend both knees deeply. Step, jump, or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, hands to your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, refold, release your head down. With the next inhale, sit on the chair, extend the arms in front of you. And then slowly return up and hands to your hips. Let's do some balance. I really love this pose. It's quite strong, but I know some of you will prefer to do that. So several options. We are staying first on the right foot. So ground fully on your right foot. Rise your left knee up and hug it into the chest. If you need a wall, that's absolutely fine. You find in the wall in front on the side of you and you have any support. That's absolutely great. If you have enough strength and maybe balance, you would like to challenge yourself. So place your hands on the waist and extend your left leg forward. So push through the left heel forward. Rise it as high as you can. Stay here, feel your glutes working, rise through the crown of your head. Very well done. And then if you feel still very, very strong, start to lower your left leg down, but don't touch the floor. Move it all the way back to your warrior 3. So this is option number 1, or maybe you extend your arms forward. Have a nice and long warrior 3. Your arms and your leg are one line. Very good. Keep breathing, core is engaged. And final breath here. Return your left leg down and congratulate yourself. Let's place our palms in front of the chest for a moment. Just feel the left and right side connected. Maybe you close your eyes and feel the difference. Feel the difference how your left side feels and the right one. And then let's return to our left foot, grounded fully. So first you rise your right knee up, you squeeze it towards your chest, and maybe just staying here. That's also a very good balance, and it's challenging one. But if you would like to go a bit more, place your hands to your waist and extend your right leg forward. So rise it as high as you can, squeeze your glutes. Your standing leg might be micro banded in the knee. Core is engaged, nice and tall spine. And then slowly move it down, but don't touch the floor, and float all the way back to have the leg leveled with the floor. Flex that foot, make it real strong, and extend your arms forward to have one line through the leg, torso, and arms. Keep gazing forward. Just find a little spot for your gaze to help balance. One more breath, extend through the arms and leg. And then slowly float your leg back. Well done. Again, let's root through both feet. Feel the connection with the earth. Release your legs down and place your hands in front of your heart. Chin slightly towards your chest. Imagine that orange. You're grabbing it again. Find your breath. Find the pressing palms in front of you. You have warmth in it, your stability, and nice length in your spine. And then let's keep moving. So step your right foot back. It's quite a long stance. Imagine you're going to warrior one. So I would like you to open the right foot slightly out and your left foot walks forward. When you're ready, bend the front knee. Maybe separate the feet a bit wider so you feel comfortable. You would like to really feel your hips open and sinking down. And then open your left knee out. Imagine my hand is on the left side of your knee and you opening it out all the way. Then return your pelvis forward, face it the front of your mat, and rise both arms up. Warrior one, you're feeling your back foot fully grounded. The outer edge of your foot tries to reach the floor. At the same time, you would like to bend your standing front knee a bit more. Mariana, try to lengthen the stance, step slightly more forward. Yes, amazing. And then interlace the hands behind your pelvis. Rise through the chest up, lift up. With the exhalation, start to move your chest down towards the front knee and release your head at the point you feel comfortable. Then your knuckles are nice and heavy. You're feeling this over your head. Try to keep both legs strong. Press into the back foot. Ground the outer edge of the back foot. And then slowly return your heart up. Extend the front leg. Maybe shorten your stance a bit. So step the back foot forward. Release the arms to the sides. First, we'll lift them to the shoulder height, then gaze to your left fingers and start to move towards your left side. With the exhale, drop the left hand down to your shin or to the floor and extend your right arm up. If you have a block handy, just place it on the block. So triangle pose, you're gazing up, you have a nice and long line through the arms. Very beautiful. If you need to bend your front knee slightly, please do it. If you would like to shorten the stance to have your balance, also an option. So gaze forward, open your right hip out. And with the next exhale, gaze down to your left foot and rise up through the torso. Hands to the sides, pivot your feet in. So feel this nice and strong. Then open your right foot out. And your left foot slightly back. We will do warrior one on the right side. So when you're ready, float the arms up and over the head. Rise, just turn them up, ground through your back foot. So again, your right knee moves all the way to the right, like you have a magnet over there, and it's pulling your knee out. Hips are square to the front of your mat. Try to rotate your left hip slightly to the right. And then slowly move your hands to the back of your pelvis. Interlace them in a weird way this time. Inhale to lengthen through the chest up. Exhale to fold forward, humble warrior. Here we are opening our shoulders, releasing the head down, having our knuckles so heavy. Gravity helps us. Feel how your shoulders are. And remember to ground through your left foot. So you really want it to be connected with the floor. You want to feel the strength of it. With the next inhalation, you're rising all the way up, nice and slow. Extend your right leg. And step your left foot slightly in, release your hands. Hands to the sides of your shoulders. With the exhale, gaze to the right fingers and then flow down. Ground on your right shin on the floor or on the block or brick. Find this length in your spine. You're not moving all the weight down to your right hand. You're trying to keep your core engaged and you're trying to lift your chest in line with your pelvis so that you have again this nice and long spine. If you would like to feel some core engagement, that will only help you. With the next exhalation, gaze down and then return all the way up to center. Pivot your feet in. And then with the next inhalation, just lower your hands down under your chest. You stay here. Maybe your knees are bent. Maybe you're having a blocks under the hands. Just to have a release, total release. If you can ground your hands and move them in one line with the feet, that's absolutely great. Then bend your elbows and pull your chest in towards your pelvis. You would like your head to hang heavy. It should not touch the floor. If it does, please make your stance shorter. Try to keep your elbows not bent at 90 degrees and parallel to each other. So you see your arms, they are making a cube in front of you. It feels so nice. Shoulders far from the ears. And then slowly rise halfway up. And let's ground our knees down, sitting on the floor. So just a moment or so to feel what is present. When you sit on your heels, I would like you to send your tailbone down, pubic bone forward so that your lower back has no curve. It's again super flat. You imagine you have a wall behind you and you try to align your spine with that wall. Hands close to your knees, shoulders soften. Just close your eyes for a second and tune in with your body, your mind. How does it feel? Do you have more space in your body, more activity, more motion? Just acknowledge it and let's proceed further. Then move your heels to the sides and sit on your sitting bones. I would like you to extend your left leg, keep your right knee bent, and step it closer to your inner left thigh, as close as possible. And then you may rise your right sitting bone slightly up from the floor. Both hands are going forward to touch the floor. So you're kind of sitting with your right shoulder inside your right thigh. And if you can move slightly more in with a flat spine, that's what we want. We're folding forward towards the left leg, but try to keep your shoulder blades in. Marianne, imagine you have a pencil in between your shoulder blades and you would like to keep that pencil on the back. At the same time, draw your navel in towards your spine and keep your left foot flexed. You're having the toes rising up all the way. If that feels nice and you can try doing it, try to wrap your right hand over your right knee and send the hand back. And then maybe your left hand moves also back and clasps behind your spine. So it's a lock, and you keep moving your chest forward. Maybe opening your right knee slightly out, something from Ashtanga. Or Manfred, you keeping your hands on the floor and just reaching your chest forward. Very good. Let's do one more breath in here. And then slowly rise your chest up, lengthen through the spine. And now hook your left elbow outside your right knee. Place your right hand behind the pelvis. And let's twist all the way to the right side. So inhale, you lengthen through the spine up. And exhale, you twist to the right. Now think of your left foot and flex it. Rise the toes up to the sky. And your gaze is moved back towards your right shoulder. So find the length in the shoulders. Keep twisting. And then slowly return your gaze forward and release your hand. Both legs are extended. If you need to bend the knees here in the forward fold, please do. If you would like to have your legs straight, rise your arms forward and then fold forward. Try to hinge in your hips. Feel your hips are folding forward and you're trying to lower your chest. You may have it rounded. It's not so important. Important is that you feel the fold forward action. And the gravity gives you more weight on your torso to help you lower even more. If you can get your toes, that's also good. Or if you get the outer edges of the feet, it might help you to lower. Don't overstretch, just be mindful. And with each breath, try to get slightly more, even few millimeters will play a role. One more deep breath, extend your spine, feel the lower back stretch. With the exhale, chest slightly more down. Very good job. And then rise your torso up. Keep your right leg straight. Bend your left knee, step your foot to the inner side of your right thigh. And we do the same. So maybe you hook your left shoulder inside of your left knee and just place your hands on either side of the right foot. At this position, it's really nice to feel your chest floating forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades in. Try to move your navel into, and then you have more space to fold. If you have everything in, you really have more space. Amazing. Gaze at the big toe. Lengthen your neck. You really feel your nice long spine. And if you would like to bind that left leg, please go for it. So meet your hands behind your spine, making a nice rub over yourself. And this will help you to push your chest even more down. Gaze at the big toe, keep your neck long. One more deep breath in here. Then slow exhale. Release your hands and let's make a twist. So when you're releasing the hands, your left hand goes back and your right elbow hooks outside your left knee. First, you rise through the chest and lift through the crown of your head up. And then with the exhale, you find your twist. Try to lower your right shoulder down and feel that your shoulders have the same rise, the same height. And gaze over your left shoulder far back if it feels comfortable. If not, just gaze in front of you. Try to keep your right foot engaged and flexed. That makes different. That makes your leg really active. And then with the next inhale, return your gaze forward and release your hands down. Well done. So now both knees up. Let's float our pelvis to the back of the mat. And then lower down through the spine, having nice connection with the floor. Feel your lower back sink down. I would like you to rise your pelvis slightly up towards your ribs so that your lower back presses down. There is no hovering action. Everything is relaxed. Just you release your curve in the lower back. You have no curve at all. And then rise both knees up, shins parallel to the floor, and move them all the way to the left side. So you're moving them to the left side and extending the arms on the side, gaze into your right fingers. If your knee is on the floor, maybe you place your left hand on top of your right knee and just helping it to deepen this twist. Keep breathing and feel your spine twirling. Again, feel the energy of the breath. With the inhale, it moves down. Maybe it's even a spiraling action down. And with the exhale, you feel it rises back up. And then slowly return both knees up to center. And let's move all the way to the right side. Other way of twist, have your hand handy. Maybe it presses the knees even more deep into the floor. And extend your left arm on the floor. Gaze to your left fingers. Keep breathing. Find this nice length in your shoulders. And you want to have your left shoulder grounded. Let's again find the breath. So deep inhale, energy moves down. And deep exhale, spiral it up. And then slowly let's return our legs up. Extend the legs to the sides of your mat. And then release your head down. So check with your body if all the body, most heavy parts are grounded. So your heels on the floor, your hips are grounded, shoulders, head, and knuckles are on the floor. You're having this final few minutes of rest and cultivation of the energy. So if you feel comfortable, close your eyes. And again, move your attention all the way to the breath. And start to inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale for 2. 1. Exhale for 2. 1. Inhale 3, 2, 1. Exhale 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4. Please count by yourself. Exhale for 4. Inhale 5. Exhale 5. Inhale 6. Exhale 6. Inhale for 7. Exhale 7. Inhale 8. Exhale 8. Inhale 9. Exhale 9. Finally, inhale 10. And final exhale, 10. So just stay with your breath. Get back to your natural breathing. Have a few more rounds. And feel what is present in your body. Do you feel the blood flow? Can you feel the warmth of your body? Can you feel the heaviness of your body on the floor? So just stay breathing and then get back to reality. So maybe first you start to move in your toes. And then you get in with your attention to your fingers, activating them. Give yourself a nice deep stretch through the whole body, through the arms, over the head, through your legs. Stretch yourself to all directions. Make the spine nice and long. And then finally find yourself on left or right side of your body with the knees bent. And when you're ready, you rise up to sitting on your sitting bones with the legs crossed. Come into our final few moments. Let's tune in and express gratitude to ourselves. So just sit with the legs crossed. Maybe your hands, one palm in another on your lap. Maybe you're having open palms up with the chin mudra. So just again, get your orange under your chin. Rise through the crown of your head. Gaze at the tip of your nose or keep your eyes closed. Go with your inner attention through the whole body. And imagine the energy of any color you like, moving freely. Imagine all the joints, all your bones, muscles, surrounded with energy. You feel it. It gives you joy and easiness. So give yourself gratitude for this practice. Thank you for being here today. It was my pleasure to practice with you. Namaste. Such an amazing feeling. Let me stop the recording.